The following presentation is brought to you by our sponsor, Smunchy Games. Please visit our sponsor at www.smunchygames.com. You can purchase Pokemon plushies, beanies, and Pokecrate boxes at that website. Please enter Tesla at checkout. That's Tesla, T-E-S-L-A, all lowercase letters. You have 5% off of your purchase. SmunchyGames.com. What is up, Mousetrap? It is Teslamouse here bringing away Wi-Fi Battle Vs Pineapplebotz, a viewer of my stream, which occurred earlier. And as you can see, I am bringing a team of some pretty slow Pokemon, such as Alola Marowak, Alola Muck, and even a Porygon 2. And why I say I'm bringing those mons? Well, it's because I'm running a Trick Room team. And for some of you, you guys may know that I don't really like facing Trick Room teams. However, I decided to take it upon myself to make a Trick Room team of my own and see how it ran. And you know what? It is actually one of my favorite teams I've built in Sun and Moon so far. Yeah, I really do enjoy using this Trick Room team. Let me explain why certain mons are on it. We got TK Ryle the Tapu Koko, which is a very fast mon, base 130 speed, and you must be wondering to yourself, why are you running such a speedy mon on your Trick Room team? Well, the answer is simple. First of all, it's great pivot, so you can go for a U-turn and pivot out into something that is resistant to your opponent's switch in, so you can set up a Trick Room easily. And number two, in case the Trick Room setters are knocked out, you can basically sweep with a faster mon later on in the battle when Trick Room is all worn out. And next up we have Alola Muck, which has the moves Poison Jab, Knockoff, Brick Break, and Shadow Sneak. It's a really good mon, it's really bulky, deals with Tapu Lele just fine, and it can be pretty deadly under Trick Room. It's good to get rid of Eviolites off of opposing Porygon 2s, and anything else that we want to remove an item from. Then we got Megairna, which is one of my Trick Room setters, one of my two Trick Room setters on this team. Then we have Porygon 2, which is also one of my two Trick Room setters on the team, followed by Alola Marowak. This Alola Marowak is not a Lightning Rod one, so it's not a pivot into electric attacks. It is, however, a Thick Club Rockhead one. So if we get Trick Room set, we can just go for Flare Blitzes without having to worry about recoil and it getting worn down. Rockhead is basically an ability that makes so any recoil-inducing moves can be done without my Pokemon suffering from recoil. So that's why I chose Rockhead on this Alola Marowak set. Thick Club also boosts the power of Alola Marowak's moves by a certain amount. And next up we got Mandibuzz with the moves Foul Play, U-Turn, Roost, and Defog. We have U-Turn for the slow pivot out. We got Foul Play to punish physical attackers that might try to set up and sweep. And we got Defog, clear away hazards, because Alola Marowak just does not like hazards at all, since it's part fire. My opponent is bringing Alola Ninetales, Garchomp, Mimikyu, Metagross as the Mega, Minior, and Jolteon. His Garchomp is usually Scarf. His Metagross is very threatening to the whole Tough Love thing. His Mimikyu can set up. Alola Ninetales can definitely set up an Aurora Veil, which is basically light screens and reflect in one, because when it hits the field, it gets the hail going immediately with Snow Warning, and thus he is able to activate, or he's been able to use Aurora Veil, which can only be used in a hailstorm. Then he has Minior, which is a very interesting Shell Smash sweeper, and Jolteon as a fast electric type to pivot into my electrical attacks if Garchomp is dead. But regardless, we do have a game plan for this match. My game plan was basically to try to preserve my Trick Room setters as much as possible towards the end of the match, so I could clean up later on. And it does get a little difficult, but let's see if we can actually deliver the goods in this match as we take on Pineapplebotz in a very good OU battle. I'm going to lead off with TK Ryle, the Tapu Koko. My opponent's going to lead off with Jolteon. These two both have base 130 speed and most likely are timid nature on his Jolteon, so I definitely speed type him. But I am going to go for the U-turn, see if I can get some nice damage off on the Jolteon, and I do win the speed tie. So it does about like 45%. I'm going to switch out my Tapu Koko and go right into Intelligent to Porygon 2 and trace Jolteon's Volt Absorb. My opponent went for a Shadow Ball, probably expecting the switch into Alola Marowak, unaware that I'm not running Lightning Rod. but Shadow Ball does not affect Porygon 2 due to it being normal type. I do go for the Trick Room with my Porygon 2, and my opponent's going to send in is a Alolan Ninetales. So I do get the Trick Room off, and right now my Porygon 2 is going to outspeed the Ninetales. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to get some damage off on the Ninetales. I'm going to go right for a Stab Tri-Attack. That does a decent amount of damage, and my opponent is going to go for the Aura Veil. Now, I could go for another Tri-Attack here, but the reason why I go for a Thunderbolt in the Electric Terrain is in case he switches to Mimikyu expecting the Tri-Attack. He does not switch out. Thunderbolt does a lot less damage than Tri-Attack, even though it's in the Electric Terrain, and my Porygon 2 is going to get hit by the Hail. I'm a hard switch Intelligent. I'm going to go right into the Departed, my Marowak, and my opponent is going to go for another Blizzard. I'm hoping it does not freeze my Marowak, and it does not. So here's what I do. My Alolan Marowak is going to go for the Brick Break, and it's going to take out the Ninetales and destroy the Aurora Veil. So that knocks out one threat on my opponent's side of the field, being the Aurora Veil. I run Aurora Veil, and I run Brick Break on Marowak for Dark types and to get rid of the Light Screens, Reflect, and Aurora Veil. So my opponent's going to go for a Swords Dance here. I'm going to go for a Shadow Bone just to break the Disguise. And I realize that my Marowak is not going to be able to do much at all to Mimikyu, and I'm going to stack it off because I don't want anything else to take massive damage. So he goes to a Shadow Claw and knocks out my Alolan Marowak. And next up, I'm going to send TK Royal the Tapu Koko. I'm going to go for a Life Orb, Electric Terrain boosted Thunderbolt, hoping that does not switch into Garchomp. He does not. He goes for a Shadow Sneak instead. There's a lot of damage, knocks my Tapu Koko down to 37 HP, but Thunderbolt is going to knock out the Mimikyu in the Electric Terrain, as Mimikyu is a Life Orb one and not a Sash one. So that goes Metagross. I'm expecting a Bullet Punch here, so I basically hard switch TK Ryo the Tapu Koko, and I go right to Fable Raven the Manibuzz, and unfortunately for me, I am incorrect on the prediction. My opponent goes to the Mega Evolution, and he actually goes for a Meteor Mash, and I'm hoping that he misses and or does not get the boost, but unfortunately for me, he does get the boost, and now I have to hope that he does miss the second Meteor Mash. He goes for the second one, it does hit, and Manibuzz unfortunately cannot live it. He does get some Rocky Helmet damage off on the, or she gets some Rocky Helmet damage off on the Mega Metagross, which kind of sucks for me. Now here's the clutch moment of the game. I send out my Porygon 2 Intelligent, and basically I need him to survive a +1 Meteor Mash from Mega Metagross. And if he can, I can get off the Trick Room, and Porygon 2 lives at 4 HP, thus allowing me to set up a Trick Room on the Mega Metagross. It would not be a good idea to set up a Trick Room with Megaera, given that Mega Metagross is at +1. Did I say +2 earlier? I meant +1. But he goes for a Bullet Punch and finishes off my Porygon 2, which tells me that he does indeed have Bullet Punch. So Intelligent is down. Next out will come Frog the Jam, my Alolan Muck. We're underneath a Trick Room, so Frog the Jam will definitely outspeed. I go for a knockoff just to get some damage off as much as possible. Gets him down to about the red health, and his Mega Metagross goes for EQ, and that's going to undoubtedly knock out Alolan Muck, especially when Mega Metagross is at +1. So Frog the Jam is down. Next up comes Angel 7, my Megaerna. I'm going to actually go for a Flash Cannon here, as my opponent is going to hard switch into Jolteon. I was hoping I would actually stack off the Metagross, but unfortunately for me, it goes into Jolteon, not wanting me to get a kill, you get the +1 due to Soul Heart. So I go for a Flare Cannon on his Jolteon in case the Flash Cannon doesn't knock it out. My only other offensive move is Volt Switch. I do get the +1 after the -2, so my Megaerna is at -1. Next I will come Miner. My opponent goes to the goes for his Miner, and basically get a Shell Smash off, and then my Megaerna is going to go for the Trick Room here, as I do know that the Trick Room is worn off. So now that his Miner is all set up, he probably thought I'd switch out, but now Megaerna is going to outspeed Miner, which will allow me to do some really good damage to it. So go for a Volt Switch with my Megaerna. Angel 7 is going to knock it down to the red health because of a crit. And I didn't know if Flash Cannon would kill due to Shields Down, because Shields Down does, I believe, reverse the defenses with the offensive power. But he does go for an Earthquake with his Miner, and that's going to knock out my TK Ryo, the Tapu Koko, which just leaves my Megaerna out against the Miner. So out comes Angel 7, aka the Megaerna. Gonna go for a Flash Cannon and knock it out. And that's gonna get my Megaerna a +1 due to Soul Heart and special attack. So Megaerna is now +1. Next out comes Metagross. Here's why I go for the Flare Cannon. I'm not really aware if Flash Cannon will kill the incoming Garchomp. I'll go for Flare Cannon in case he decides to play some games like switching to Garchomp to just basically wear off the Trick Room. A Flare Cannon is going to knock out the Mega Metagross, thus reducing my Megaerna's attack by 2 stages, special attack by 2 stages, increasing it by 1 due to Soul Heart, making it Megaerna at neutral now. And next out will come Garchomp. So it's all banking on whether or not Mega can hit the Flurrican, and Mega hits the Flurrican and knocks out Garchomp for the win. For a Trick Room team, this battle did not go as long as I thought it would. I was able to preserve my Trick Room series towards the end and basically able to clean up my opponent's team. And fortunately, the critical hit of Miner really helped out, and the fact that he did not go for Earthquake right off the bat really helped out my Mega, because Mega could have been at a range where the Bullet Punch and Mega Metagross would have killed later on and would have lost that match. I really did fear the Garchomp. The Mega Metagross not going for a Bullet Punch on my top Coco as I switched to Manny Buzz was definitely a little upsetting, because that meant that my Manny Buzz could not get the foul play damage and it needed to against either the Garchomp or the Mega Metagross. But regardless, I did play the match as well as I could have. I do feel that I made a couple of questionable plays, but either way, it all worked out in the end. I was able to pick up the win. This Trick Room team is actually one of my favorite Sun and Moon teams I've built yet. I really love it. But either way, it was a fairly good battle. I do say GG to Pineapplebotz, as he has beat me in the past. We do tend to trade wins and losses with each other. So hopefully next time we can have another solid battle just like this one. And yeah. For the rest of you, please feel free to answer this question in the comment section below. Which do you think is the better Trick Room setter? Porygon 2 or Mega? If you guys like this Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle, please feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more fantastic Wi-Fi battle action. And I'll catch you on the flip side. And remember, stay salty, Rage Quitters. Stay salty.